the College Basketball Experience pregame show for Tuesday night Super Tuesday edition for February the 10th edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi make real money prediction sports. Kalshi is available in 50 states. And you can get $20 free when you use our promo code. That is SGPN. Kalshi, the promo code again, SGPN. Welcome, everybody, into the College Basketball Experience pregame show for Tuesday night, February the 10th, baby. God, the season's going fast again. It does every single year.
Flies by, my friend.
It does, man. Fuck, we're going to be at March Madness before we know it.
Yes.
Short slate here, only 22 games, so we'll dive into it, give out a moneyline parlay at the end. I'll pick the games with you just because I got booted off the show last night because of the fucking internet.
This is the first ever Mac exclusive pregame. We've never done a pregame where we didn't know Mac's picks from the night before.
Yeah, I mean, I did tweet out a big graphic, and I did already give out a six-pack on the interwebs.
And your picks are on the picks page at sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
Yes, exactly. Good plug, Cap. If you're wondering who you're listening to, I'm Moneyline Mac. Former staffer with Austin B with the Govs. South Kakalaka with the Gamecocks. West by God, Virginia with the Mountaineers, also known as.
It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Make it Mac tonight. You're looking live. And joining me to talk college hoops from the DMV area. He is back. Moved into his new spot. He's got a new setup. He is Green Mowing. The weed. I forgot your goddamn intro. The green growing.
Nope. Close.
What is it again, Troy?
Weed mowing. God, I screwed it up.
Tongue twister here on a fucking.
What a great start to the show.
Green mowing, weed growing. Troy the Wonder Boy. Troy tuning.
Green mowing, weed growing, Troy shooting. I'm retarded. What's up, man?
What's going on? The internet, the 5G internet signal is also affecting Mac's brain now in Morgantown.
CTE.
Have you checked the water there? Maybe that's it.
I was wondering why I may have had the shits, but maybe it was just a little too much of a hangover. Kind of like Michael Jordan once upon a time. But you know what I did? I fucking worked out today. I sweated that shit out. Unlike somebody else on Kansas who's got the sniffles and he goes load management. But hey, whatever. I've been going at it with people. I just love shitting on soft ass fuckers on the internet. It's great. It brightens my day. Joining us to talk college hoops, the third man in the booth. He is from the Windy City. He is the host of the Locks and Dog podcast. He's Cannabis Capper. What's up, man?
Mac, good to be back with you. Good to see Troy again. Missed him terribly. Also, I want to do a little bit of a tout if you don't mind. I went 17-7 on the picks page yesterday.
Nobody can find it, so no, it doesn't count.
There's not a link everywhere in every single person's bio or social account.
So, did you have a fire weekend, or was that just yesterday?
Saturday I did awesome. Sunday I was horrific, and Monday I was awesome again. So I had a horrific sandwich with awesome as the bread.
So does that mean we fade you tonight?
Yeah.
Wow. That's why we brought you on the show.
It's a solid bet every night, honestly.
Let's talk college hoops, guys. Anything else you want to add to? Because I didn't eat shit. I didn't even get to tout my Kansas pick. I got booted literally the game before Kansas, and I was like, God, it was my biggest bet of the year, and it was going to be a fucking party and a victory lap, and I got booted. I got booted right before Wilmington, Bradley, and fucking Kansas. I said, fuck off. Anything you guys want to add to that Monday slate?
I did a Kansas Bradley parlay. I'm sorry, Kansas Bradley Northwestern State parlay. It was I
Woo!
think 7-1.
Let's go.
Mm,
So that
very
was
nice.
that was like my big win of the night. It was one of my bigger bets for a parlay. I had a feeling that Northwestern State was going to get home for me. I thought the other two was clear.
It was too many points, and they won out right on the
Yeah,
money.
they did win outright on the money line.
Troy, anything you want to add? I know you love the Big 12 just like me. That building never disappoints, man. That building's ridiculous.
And went in live too on Kansas money line. EB was on Twitter talking about how he had just taken a future on Kansas and he was willing to rip the ticket as soon as he saw that Peterson was out.
Yeah.
You know, they get a couple of baskets into the game, and I message him back. I'm like, do you not understand the power of the fog? Don't ever doubt it. Like, you know, we had a little bit of time where we had a year go by where people started to doubt the fog, but it's inevitable. The fog is inevitable.
It just shows you how bad Hunter Dickinson sucks.
Yeah, that's really what it all comes down to, is that guy still blows.
Yeah, the fact that Dickinson ruined Kansas for 2 years, but dude, they're so back. I felt great even when.
What do you think his like car insurance sales sales reports have looked like?
What do you think he's doing now? Oh no, he's in the league.
He is in the league. Yeah, he's some form or fashion. I forget where he is.
He's a backup center on the Pelicans.
Hey, guys, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been pretty vocal on Twitter. I just like with the Duke court storming. I've been pretty adamant. This Peterson thing's a bunch of bullshit. I come on, man. You're doing you're participating warm-ups. Your staff thinks you're gonna play, and then you pull yourself out against the number one team in the country. Dude,
You saw the little text message, right? Like the over-the-shoulder video.
yeah, man.
I think I believe that.
All right. And I've seen people be like, it's just a regular season game. Motherfucker, how much money are you making? When you're making money, it's a different thing. This isn't like the old days where, okay, we want to hold them out till March. No, you're paid to play. And it doesn't say in your contract paid to play when you feel like it. So I don't know. Do you guys have anything to add in the Peterson situation?
Honestly,
this is ridiculous.
It kind of calls into question everything that's happened there. I think with, is he really, is some of the things that have gone on with him this year, just in terms of not suiting up,
Yeah.
I mean, what's going to happen in March? Is he going to sit out of a tournament game if he's not feeling right? Maybe. I could see it.
Why would we think that he'll magically be better in March?
I don't think he will.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So we'll see what happens with this kid. Talent is undeniable. I've got a question between the ears.
Yeah,
He's either getting back. He's either listening to the wrong people, or just got it in his head that he's made a paper mache. I really don't know. I got to question all of it now.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said at first, all the cramping in today's day and age, that doesn't make any sense to not address it. Or
drink a Gatorade, man. I mean, what are you talking about? Yeah,
and then it kind of morphed into a leg, and then it morphed into the flu, and I mean, I guess there's a chance that Bill Self can save everything. There's also a chance they just run him off the bench with a whole different group of other 5 guys and tell him to take over for a few minutes, because they looked good without him, and they have all year, really. I mean,
yeah,
Mac's been kind of a proponent of they're better without him playing, and as soon as he was ruled out, he hit the group chat with Kansas blowout, Peterson's out, and hey, it not necessarily the biggest blowout of blowouts, but in a ranked game and pull away kind of easily there at the end. Yeah, I don't know if I would be willing to say that there's a guaranteed improvement out of them. I mean, he's, like you said, the talent's awesome, and if you have a future on them, you got to hope maybe he can contribute a little bit, but at what point does it become detrimental to the rest of the team? And, they know he's getting paid too. That's the thing is
Yeah.
the fans are upset that he's getting paid and not playing. But those guys that are on the court are also getting paid less watching him not play. That is something we got to take into account.
Yeah, dude, the money's an issue. Like when we're paying you as much as we're paying you, you don't just pull yourself out because you get the fucking sniffles. I mean, come on, get the fuck out of here. I'll tell you where load management's not a thing. That's in the Horizon League because we got a Horizon game tipping off here. 7-minute standalone game to start for 30 minutes. Milwaukee laying 2.5 here against Ooey Pooey. I locked up and I have bet Milwaukee. I don't know why this isn't on the picks page.
Is it not?
I didn't see it on the picks page. Did you see it on the picks page?
I haven't looked at the picks page. I did write this up for my article today, though.
Are you on Milwaukee here?
I am actually, yeah.
Let's Milwaukee it up here.
2.5 now.
Yeah, I grabbed it at -1 last night. I think there's definitely like a tier system to like a tier of quality, tiers of quality to the Horizon League, and I think IUPUI is probably is the bottom tier by themselves. I know they're right next to Milwaukee in the standings, but they don't play defense. That's not what they're out there to do. Milwaukee should be able to score, and I think there's enough. They got enough juice in the defensive end that they're going to be able to limit what IUPUI is doing. And also, if shots aren't falling for IUPUI, watch out. They could be in for a rough night. So I'm laying it one last time with Milwaukee. After this, they're dead to me. If they can't beat Ooey Pooey, yeah, I mean they already lost to them at home. This is a bit of a revenge spot for them.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
I'm on Milwaukee. Yeah, they've lost 4 in a row. Come on, this is the worst team in the league. If you can't get up for this, you can't get up for anything. You might as well just pack it in.
Yeah, the only reason why I would bet on IUPUI here is if Huff was going to the game and sitting courtside for $12.75 or whatever he had to dress $6. Yeah, I think the revenge angle stands out the most to me here. I still think 2.5 is okay. You can lay it with Milwaukee, but we know it gets sweaty with them.
That it does. All right, let's get over to 7 o'clock here. Let's start with the ACC games here. We got 4 games here on the tilt. Did Carlton put these in order? He did. Beautiful. So the 3 at 7.
Shout out Carlton.
Here. I am on the Seminoles. The Seminoles have been playing better basketball. Virginia has struggled on the road recently. I'm going to take the points here, 8.5. I think it's down to 7.5. There is an 8 out there, so I'll take the Noles. And then this one is the fake sharp play of the day. Everybody's going to load up on Miami, fade the court storm narrative. I think Carolina's better. I think the line is baked in here. I think Carolina can ride some momentum, so I will just take the Tar Heels on the money line. And then I took Notre Dame plus 11.5 because I like pain, and it's going to be painful because I hate this team. But SMU, that's too many. What say you here, Troy, with the 3 early ACC games?
Well, I was already doing a pretty significant lean towards Saudi Arabia State in this game. And then the announcement about an hour ago that Charlie Woods committed to Florida State's golf team is what sold me on that. They're going to be hyped. One of these games we're also going to be able to play. They're going to introduce Charlie Woods at a Florida State game, and they might have more than the 20 people at the stadium that Colby bitches about. I think they'll have people here tonight, though, and I'm going to roll with Saudi Arabia State. I don't like pain, so I stayed away from that SMU game, but I'm with you, Mac. I think North Carolina is just really good, and I'm going to lay 1.5 points with them.
But they're off the court storm, aren't they?
Yeah, but it was a court storm against Duke, so that's a cancel out. Like, I usually fade the court storm, but if it makes Duke mad, then no.
Here, I heard, dude, this is the Twitter play of the day. I heard some people be like, you got to fade the court storm. Do you remember when Nebraska stormed the court against Sparty and then went to Ohio State the next game?
Yeah.
Right, turnaround, and they won outright as a dog. I think it's the exact same scenario.
I'm on Miami. I've already bet it.
I think Miami's a fraud. That's another thing.
I think they are fraudulent, but I think you're going to have a hungover North Carolina team coming off the ultimate high. I'll lay it with SMU. I have no desire to bet Notre Dame on the road. I don't care what the number is. They're awful. And as far as Virginia, Florida State, I have no bet. Again, if the J6ers were to break into my house and like put a gun to my head and demand me to make a play,
Yes.
I'd probably lay it with Virginia. But I'm not gonna like bend over backwards to bet that. I have other. I'm gonna keep my powder for other plays.
There you go. Let's get over to the jungle. Jungle here, jungle. I'm all over Auburn laying the 3.5. I know you could argue it's a foxhole spot for Vanderbilt, who's coming off a shit ass game on Saturday, laying 12 against Oklahoma and lost outright. But Auburn, this is foxhole for them too. They lost that disappointing Iron Bowl on the hardwood with the rigged player in the lineup for Bama. That one should be vacated. That was an illegal player.
I think should be vacated.
Yeah,
Statistics are vacated, right? So it should
Yeah.
at least be 0-0.
agreed. I'll lay with Auburn though. I like to bounce back in the jungle. Dude, Vanderbilt's not the same since they got banged up.
No.
I got you one here. The Auburn first half team total is 38.5. I'm playing that over. I know they haven't been able to close out games late, but they've been pretty competitive even in the games that they've struggled late in. So I'm gonna play the over 38.5. I would think Auburn gets this done. The 3.5 seems sweaty. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, 3.5. It
seems
bounced up
about
to
right.
3.5
So-
briefly and then bounced back down.
That one feels sweaty, so I just went ahead and went with the first half team total over for the Tigers.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I like Auburn for a lot of the same reasons. I think Vanderbilt is a case that they peaked way too early, and now we're just going to kind of see them just kind of fade away as we head into
Yeah.
March. I have a feeling, which is too bad because I kind of like seeing them being good. But the hype with them, being at the top of the SEC and potentially winning it, that was never going to happen. They were never going to end the year where they started. Was there another game?
No, there's an Arkansas LSU later in the night that we'll get to.
I was going to say, Cap, I wanted to mention, I know I talked about this last year, the court storm. I would be in favor of a team storming the court against Duke if they covered. Like if they lost the game but covered. I would be okay with that. If everybody in the whole stadium was like, we're on the 6.5, and they like make a layup to the 6 and they storm the court, that would be amazing. It would be the greatest thing that ever occurred. Sorry, just had to throw that in there since we're talking about court storming and people are bitches about it.
That would be like a Chicago State play where if they were like,
would be amazing. Eastern Michigan hits a 3 to lose by 12.
Like if they're like catching like 20.5, they have like two guys who like bet the game, like run out and like hug each other at center court.
Dude, I'm telling you though, the tide has turned on that because 2 years ago when I fucking went at Shire and all the Dukies, there were a lot of people neutral that were on their side. This time, nobody's on their side.
No.
This time, it's only the Duke fans that are just they're delusional and they got to defend Shire because that's their boy. Shire's in the wrong. Shire's in the wrong. Duke's in the wrong. It's not even a debate. They sound like a bunch of fucking idiots. Low IQ.
They made it. I mean, they made it worse by adding like drama to it. Oh, my assistant's got punched in the face. He may never be the same. I'm like, okay, show me. And they got nothing.
It was like when Flopkowski fucking said, "Oh, he's not gonna be able to play," and then
he was like throwing down windmills in the first quarter, the first half.
Fuck off, dude! I'm telling you, Duke is the only fucking team that seeks a confrontation on a court storm. Everybody else gets the fuck off the floor. Okay, we're getting stormed on, whatever. Duke, because they're so goddamn entitled, they think that their shit don't stink. They seek a confrontation. That fucking Evans guy's over there fighting with some fucking slapdick Carolina like fan. And then they're like, we would never throw anything. And I pull up a video. They're fucking pegging water bottles at Carolina 2 years ago. What are you talking about? Like they just act like we don't pay attention. They're ridiculous. They really are. They never cease to amaze me. They just keep doubling down on their stupidity and bullshit every year. So, they almost make me want to root for Pitt tonight. Almost.
We'll get to that one.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Anyways, in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Talk this one. This is a foxhole. I had so many people go at my Purdue ranking. I ranked them 12th. They're not I know they haven't played well in 3 weeks. They're still a good basketball team.
They're a really good basketball team. No,
Yeah.
again, this made my article play at sportsgamblingpodcast.com. I'm all over. How often are you catching points with Purdue? Like
This
them,
is an overreaction to the season.
it totally is. No, this is a great spot for Purdue. I think they're going to win this outright. Nebraska, I kind of feel like they're heading in a direction that Vanderbilt was in like a couple of weeks ago. Again, the record is not indicative of the type of team that they really are. And if you look at who they've struggled against, they lost to Illinois, lost to Michigan, struggled with Michigan State, and now they get Purdue. I mean, those are they struggle against the top teams in that conference, and rightfully so, because everybody does.
I co-sign everything you just said.
Yeah, back to 1.5.
Does this flip at game time?
I don't know that.
I would just think that
No, it ain't gonna flip. It ain't gonna flip. You're right. It just went to 2, so it's like bouncing back and forth between 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Troy.
I was gonna say the one thing that you would want, Nebraska's gonna have a home court advantage. This is a ranked matchup. It'll be probably pretty crazy there. You need a veteran guard to kind of control everything, and Purdue does have that. So I don't hate picking Purdue. I didn't make a bet on this game. I'm just gonna be watching this one, hoping that the Nebraska fans are heartbroken on Twitter afterwards. But it is, and do you have to say there is a chance that Nebraska can kind of frustrate Braden, and they hang around and they maybe win this one at the end because they're at home. But I think maybe that's why I didn't bet this. Is say maybe too much, but it seems like a Braden Smith show off game here on the road. I
agree. I love Purdue here. I think Braden Smith they sense the desperation here. Purdue wins outright.
Yep.
Real quick, let's do the 3-8-10 games because I know they're clumped together, and then I'll go back to the Big 12. I love GW laying 3.5. I see it up to 4.5, even 5.5 in some spots. I like Richmond as a home dog here, getting 3.5. Desperate spot there against a rival Mason. Mason, I can't trust on the road laying points. I stayed away from St. Joe's. If I had to give out a side, I'd give out St. Joe's laying 3.5. Taking all the teams that are struggling at home here. 3 home teams for me in the A10. What say you guys?
I mean, I like G-Dub, but I really agree with your being scared of laying points with George Mason on the road.
Yes.
That is why, as we've seen from George Mason all year, you simply wait for them to be catching points 10 minutes into the game and you live play Mason, because throughout the year, they've just shown that they come out and allow other teams to score and then somehow miraculously come back at the end of games. And there are points where you can get them in a game where they're laying 5, you'll get 7.5 points, 8.5 points with Mason live. I kind of like that angle because, I wouldn't be surprised if Mason squeaks this one out and they win the game by 1 possession and that 3.5 still goes in favor of Richmond. So I'm going to wait for a better number on that one.
I think
no play in Fordham St. Joe's.
It's fair. I think all these lines reek.
Which one are you referring to?
All 3 of them. I think we got a stinky line. Like the Richmond line, I think is a little bit short. I'm sorry, no, the George Mason at Richmond, correct, is 3.5.
Yeah,
I think that line's a little bit short. No.
Yeah, it's definitely a little short for how Richmond's played this year and how
Mason's played. I mean, Richmond's lost 6 in a row.
Yeah, and it's stinky.
Yeah.
I think that line reeks. Gun in my head, I'd probably take give me Richmond plus the 3.5, I guess. G-Dub, that line is creeped to 5.5. I'm seeing. The play I like there is oh, God bless. I just had it in front of me. Rhode Island team total over. I got 72.5. I think points are going to be scored in this game. As far as Fordham and St. Joe's, give me the points, I guess. I don't have a whole lot of conviction in either team. I think it's probably a 1-possession game, and Fordham keeps it close. Is my head's at. But these lines reek. No, thank you.
All righty, and then back to the Big 12 game.
What do you do with this team?
Give me Baylor.
Really? All right. Yeah, I guess.
What has BYU done on the road to think that they're going? I actually think Baylor's looked okay here. over the last 2 weeks. They won in Morgantown. They blew out Colorado. They took Iowa State to the wire at Hilton on Saturday.
BYU's lost 4 in a row.
I know. I don't, dude. That NBA shit. They're getting everybody's best punch. That's why. I like Scott Drew and company to win on the money line. I think Baylor's going to win this thing. They're desperate as hell too. I mean, both teams need this game. If Baylor wins this game, they're back on the bubble.
I guess, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But senior football makes a very, very important counterpoint that we must mention. Baylor is not good.
I would say the last 2 weeks version of Baylor's not bad.
Sure. This is down to 158.5 on the over-under. I'm going to play the over. The NBA shit, Baylor loves to just run the weave and jack stuff up. Maybe they get a little bit of a pump up here in Wacky Waco playing at Foster and they score a little bit more than you think. I'm playing the over 158.5 because it's a desperate spot for both teams, and I really don't know who's going to win this game, to be honest.
You know what? I'll ride with you on the game total over. I like that.
If you want another trend, I did hear this. I think Trev was talking about it on the Kerm show last night.
Oh no,
the teams coming off the Houston game have been absolutely dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they lost like 8 out of 9 or something, which makes sense because Houston just beats the fuck out of you. So BYU already a finesse team coming off that game. I just thought that was an interesting point, and it makes sense. So
it's also if you think about it, when it comes to the NBA draft, it would be a hell of a time for Dabanza to just drop 40-12 after Peterson sits out the biggest game thus far of the season. It'd be a nice little, hey, don't forget, I'm really tall and also good at basketball and play all the games.
Wow, amazing what happens when you play the
Shocker.
games.
Yeah, shocker. Yeah,
We like
people want to see you play basketball more.
We like you. Marquette, Villanova. Speaking of a team, all right. So
you're on Marquette, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, God.
Marquette, like Baylor, quietly over the last 2 weeks playing better ball. They've won 3 out of 5. Their only losses were on the road, Seton Hall, a narrow game. I think this is too many, man. I think Shaka's young group is playing better. Give me the points. Villanova wins by 4 or 5.
Marquette has yet to win a game on the road this year.
We don't need to win. We're getting 9.5.
Let's see.
Shaka's a dog. He's back as a dog.
I'm not betting this bullshit. Villanova is kind of fake good, and Marquette has looked good.
I can't do Marquette on the road. I can't get there. I'll wait with Villanova.
Oh, no way.
They get destroyed.
This line kind of stinks. I'm not going to lie. But I got to bet Wisconsin.
10.5 now.
I got to bet. I think this is a ridiculous line. Wisconsin, this rivalry, like it's always a tight game here.
It is, yeah.
These two teams don't like each other. Wisconsin's already road proven. They won at Michigan. They should have won at Indiana if it wasn't for a phantom call. I like Wisconsin. Illinois wins. Wisconsin covers, just like Marquette.
Yeah. I this one also made the article at sportsgamblingpodcast.com. I'm on Wisconsin big. I caught a flat 12 last night and I felt great about it. In Illinois, they had Minnesota came in to Champaign like a month ago and they were laying 11.5. Why is this? I don't understand. This line makes no sense to me. I mean, it's either telling me that Illinois is going to smash them, or that Vegas is trying to, is trying to convince people to look the other way. I'm on Wisconsin. I don't think they get smashed. I think they're actually pretty good.
David, kids don't have a birthday party because Marquette has lost so much money.
This is when you want to buy them.
So this is how the different capping occurs here at the college experience. Mac and Capper are talking about basketball, and I Googled Eurovision schedule to see if there was going to be any of the Slovenian or Slovakian or Croatian countries here throwing off some of the Illinois players. They want to pay attention to the Eurovision.
I think today's also figure skating in the Olympics too.
Oh, God.
Could be something there, but there's no Eurovision scheduling here, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay the 10.5 with the spaceship. We know they've talked about recently. They've declassified all the aliens are real. Colby knows that the stadium looks like a spaceship. That's what it is. It's like the South Park where Randy yells at the Whole Foods the whole season, and then it takes off because he was right the whole time. That's going to be Colby talking about the spaceship. But yeah, not feeling super good about this one, but I'll lay it with Illinois.
As we would like to say, Cap, it's too many points.
It is too many. You know what, Mac? I agree. It is too many
It's
points.
too many points. Moving on. Yeah.
This one,
This is the night. This is the night. They get
this
it
one
done.
says on the thing, Max Special. Remember, Western Max Special, 0-14 in conference, must bet.
Oh, dude, they should have won the first game. They lost by 2. They're gonna win it outright on the money line here.
What's
Let's
the
go.
line? Is the line moved?
No, it stayed at 4.5.
Still 4.5.
Fair day. Oh, buddy, I love this one. Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're playing this outright too.
Plus 160 on the money
That's
yeah,
me.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
me. That's me. Part of the money line parlay.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the show,
line.
They really want that rail splitter axe.
they
man.
want it so bad.
Oh yeah, shout out to Carlton. The other SEC game. So LSU actually fucked with Arkansas in the first meeting.
Yeah.
Arkansas blows them the fuck out
I
tonight.
think so too.
Yeah, this is actually Beanick's angle on this one was about as spot on as it gets. It's baseball season in Baton Rouge.
Good job, Beanflix. I like it.
It's baseball season in Fayetteville too.
Skip,
Oh, here we go.
skip this game. Al Qaeda, the Taliban.
It looks like Mac just placed a heavy wager on Boston Bomber to show
Yeah.
up for the Duke Pittsburgh game.
He's rooting for the Meteor to.
I am not watching this fucking game. In all honesty, probably take Pitt in the points because it's Capel against Duke, and he's in the Brotherhood. The victim. It's not even the Brotherhood. It's the victimhood.
The
Fucking
victim.
soft ass bitches.
The victimhood is great.
Victimhood.
I would have
Fuck
also
you.
accepted sisterhood.
Fuck you, Duke. And Pitt, don't think you're getting off the fucking hook here. Fuck you too.
All right.
You could talk me to a Duke team total here, but that's about as far as I'd go.
All right, what about this one, Cap? Because
Okay,
we know
okay.
that Capel, we know that Capel's Duke's boy. This line went from 15.5 all the way up to 17.5, plus 475 win margin, 14-16. Duke wins by exactly 16 points here.
That's actually
The early Duke bettors that know the line at 15.5 was the number they wanted are able to cash at 16, and everybody else loses out. So we'll take the plus 475 on the exacto win margin for Duke of 14-16.
That's
I
diabolical.
bet you Pitt like hits a bank 3 backdoor to lose by 15.
Yeah.
It'd be like the most Pitt thing ever. Nice cover by Pitt. And they drop.
And then they storm. This is the one, Cap. They storm. They cover.
No, they
Oh,
can't.
God.
No, it's got to be handshakes at the end because they're in the sisterhood.
Dude, if Pitt starts winning, I'm going to drive my ass up there and I'm going to storm on Pitt's floor with them in an eat shit Pitt hat. And I'm going to go seek Shire. All right, next up. All right, so the Big 12 is loaded up here in the late slate. I love Utah actually in this. This is too many points. I think this is a lot of respect for too much for Houston. Houston's off a tough physical game against BYU. They got a big game Saturday. They got a big stretch coming up. Houston's going to win by 12. This is too many, 16.5, and I think that's why it's come down from 17.5. I love the pokes here, Troy. Your pokes. I think this line's ridiculous. I think this is an overreaction to them just getting housed on Saturday in Tucson. They stayed out there, Lutz and company, foxhole here, man. You got to have this game for the bubble. Oklahoma State wins outright on the money line. And then I like the Frogs. I know a lot of people. I know Colby said money line last night.
They're not winning this game.
I will say, though, Cap, under Jamie, they get a top 10 win on that fucked up court every single year. Iowa State kind of fits that profile. Give me Iowa State to win by 4. Tight game, but I love TCU in the points getting 7.5. What say you guys here in the Big 12? Dude, the Big 12 is like these matchups are great every night.
The rubber floor play is back in. I'm rolling with you in the Frogs.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried about this big number with Houston, and the last 3 or 4 games they've played, it feels like Sampson's finally won the team over to play as that Houston identity. They gave up 59, or Utah scored 59 against Kansas and 63 against Arizona State. And this team total is at 62.5. So I will be playing the under for Utah's team total at 62.5, especially seeing Houston coming off a 3 in a row where they've gone 54 allowed, 55 allowed, and they gave up 66, but that was to BYU. I think BYU might be 4 points better than Utah. So I'm going to play the team total under here for Utah at 62.5. And then go Pokes outright bias play.
I think I think they're better. I don't even think it's bias.
No.
They are better.
I think they're better. I think it's a better team too. Wrong team favorite. I think. I'm all over the Pokes. It's one of my favorite plays of the day. I don't really have a bet, and I see your point in Houston, Utah. I'd probably still lay it with Houston. I don't see how Utah scores. So okay, so with that, so let's say the Utah only gets to 55. That means Houston has to score 71, 72. Yeah, they can do that.
I like a 70 to 55 Houston win.
I could see that. I could
Good score.
I'm still laying it. As far as Iowa State at TCU, I don't think TCU can score with Iowa State. I think it's too explosive.
Look
Hey,
who's Iowa State got on Saturday.
Who's on Saturday?
Kansas.
Oh, is it? It's at home too.
Hilton.
Yeah.
ABC game.
They got a gaunt. Jeez.
Oh, dude, the Big 12's about to get fucking real here in a minute. I was looking at Kansas's schedule, Arizona's schedule, Houston's schedule, Iowa State. They knew who was going to be really good.
Yeah.
And they round robin this shit at the end of the year. Everybody's going to the fog. It was rigged ass fucking league.
Gun to my head, I'll lay it with Iowa State, but I'm not going to bet that game. I don't think. I'm not the Big 12 specialist. You guys are.
3 or 4 games left here. We can do them all here. Lay it with Utah State. They're going to win by fucking 55.
They destroy everybody in Logan.
They played with their food last time they played them too. They're not going to be asleep. Hold your nose. Take Air Force here. This could be the one. They're going to win one, or they're going to be chippy in one and fuck around and then lose it at the end. I think this could be the one. I don't trust Colorado State in the big number.
Mac, you want to ride Western and Air Force with me?
Yeah, that could be juicy.
Put them together, Western and Air Force.
I mean, who the fuck is Colorado State to be like 15.5 or 16?
I think you'd be better off doing like an Air Force. Like, it's dumb to do in college, but you'd be better off doing an alt line of them losing by slightly less.
I agree.
Colorado State can score. They can shoot the hell out of the ball.
This is too.
They're like one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the country.
I think they're
Believe it or
soft
not.
as fuck though.
They are, but I don't think Air Force doesn't have the athletes to mess with them.
I mean, they're all. Air Force fucks around in one game every year. It's usually San Diego State somehow. They always beat San Diego State, which makes no sense because they're so much more athletic.
I don't
This
think
could be the one. It's going to be or they're going to beat UNLV by 50 like they did that one year. Remember that shit?
which is objectively hilarious. Yeah.
When Beanick and I lock battled, UNLV was like 15, and I took Air Force. He took Vegas, and Air Force went in there. It was up 30 at halftime. That's how Kevin Kruger got fired, I think, that single game. And then the final 2 games, the 11 o'clock. Dude, San Jose, speaking of UNLV, San Jose is going to fuck around and be live on the money line here. Vegas coming off that big win. They're so up and down. And I'll take Wazoo.
Let's see.
Zags play with their food here.
It's San Jose. Does everybody still have Ebola, or have they gotten healthier?
They're healthier. I kind of love that. They do this.
They're not healthier.
They're fucking. Nick said last night that they're healthier.
Let's see. B. Rosenborough out. Jay Goodall out. Y. Mundi out. Jay Hanna out. C. Wise out.
Why is the line coming down then?
Jay Washington questionable.
Who reported that?
It's I use covers.com for my injury reports. So
What?
wherever they get it from.
Why would the number come down from 13.5 to 11.5?
Because everybody heard Pick Dundee pick it last night, and they rushed and moved the line.
Could be.
None of those guys played in the last game. I don't think. I don't think they're healthier. I'm not touching San Jose State. I don't want to catch Ebola. I'll lay it, but I'm not betting it. And I really want to take Washington State plus the 20.5. I think that's
Wait till tip. Wait till tip.
too many points.
I
See,
agree.
that one I thought we were all gonna be in agreement on that one being too many points. I still am kind of like you, Cap. Usually I'm firing on this number, but still a little hesitant. I don't know. Gonzaga does seem to be. Sometimes they end up winning these games real big, but
This is like a.
maybe we'll get another point at tip.
It's regionality. It's.
You gotta take the points.
Yeah, that's what regionality. Yeah,
I don't know if you could say little brother, big brother in that one. Who's the little brother?
Gonzaga's a big brother.
Yeah, actually they are.
All right, let me hit the ads real quick, and then we got to give out our parlay. We're brought to you by, well, first ourselves. Get on over there to the SGPN merch store. There you go. You got it.
I got you.
You can run it. Download the SGPN app for all your free picks and podcasts today in one place. SGPN, your app store today. We're also brought to you by Call Sheet, real money prediction market in 50 states. Has a ton of trading opportunities. Besides sports, they have tons of other, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. They're going to get that wrong probably. Actually, that's the weatherman. Call Sheet maybe be able to get that right. Call Sheet, you can trade anything, anywhere. New customers get $20 off when you use our promo code that says SGPN. That's Call Sheet, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is number one social sportsbook and casino out there, available in 35 plus states, including Texas and California. Get in on the action with Rebet. Plus, you can get 100% purchase match up to $100 with promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog's had a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you use our sign-up code TCESGPN. And last but not least, we're brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on a heater for college basketball and NBA after a nice football year. Super easy to sign and run predictions off the house model with the sliders. Looking to go premium? Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All righty, let's go with the 3-dog parlay.
You can tell Mac hasn't been to the bar yet when he crushes the ad reads like that.
Crush it on Saturday. I'm like,
All right, 3 dogs.
like me fucking eating fucking pussy. It's like, oh, I love this show. Western Illinois, money line.
Lock it up.
65 is my dog. You guys get the last two.
Okay, State money line.
Oh, that's a better one. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that one.
Fantastic one. Plus 130. Easy.
Come
on, Cap. Take us home, baby.
How do you? Okay, all right. I gotta find. Okay,
Yes,
State,
you can
though.
pick Pitt. I give you permission.
Go.
I wouldn't. If I did that, I'd never be invited back, Troy. I was gonna give. I was gonna do either Baylor or Purdue.
I like both. You pick.
Let's do Baylor. It's a bigger number.
All right. Baylor.
I'm gonna do a round. I'm gonna do. I'll do 4.
You want to throw Purdue in there too?
Yeah, let's throw Purdue in there.
Let's do 4.
Let's get to 30-1.
It's a short slate night. Dogs are going to be out.
And I'm gonna round robin it.
Love it.
we
30-1. Purdue on the money line at Nebraska. Baylor on the money line at home against BYU. Out west in Tempe, Oklahoma State. Go Pokes on the money line at Arizona State. And, of course, the 0-14 Western Illinois Leathernecks in the rivalry. What did Carlton call that shit?
They want that. It's the
Rail splitter axe.
Yeah, the old rail splitter axe.
Oh, get that rail splitter axe, baby. You can rail somebody that you want here tonight if this parlay hits, and you can thank the old Leathernecks. Let's go. Game sipping off here in 3 minutes. Where the fuck is that game? I want to see that fucking slide again.
Which Milwaukee?
There you go.
That one.
Yeah.
That-
Let's go, Leathernecks, you filthy fucking jackasses. You owe me. I've lost so much money on them. I get it all back here. Place. If you want to throw 20 on this, it's to win 600. If you want to throw more on it, you do the math. But 30 to 1 there. Let's go. Guys, game tip off here. What was the score of that Ooey Pooey?
Don't look.
Is Ooey Pooey drilling them?
A little bit.
Dude, Ooey Pooey's been chippy here lately. End of year one of Carasso. God,
They're up by 8 already. It's not
I
that
need a
bad.
fucking beer. I'm fucking too sober right now.
You
All right,
really
guys.
are.
See you guys in a couple hours. Don't watch that Duke Pitt game unless you want to just throw up a diarrhea of the mouth. Yeah, we'll be back later here. Loaded Wednesday slate. Go check out the Locks and Dog podcast with Cannabis Capper over there and the daily SGPN article app. And go check out Troy Tuning. He is going to be back on the pregame show all the way up till March Madness often. And then he'll also be behind the scenes a bunch as well as producer Troy. So I'm at Moneyline_Mac. Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up tonight. We'll see what happens. You better start thinking about yours. See you Jack Fucks in a couple hours. And we are out of here now. Peace.
Jack Fuck Nation.
Jack Fuck Nation.
Yeah, we got to get a Jack Fuck Nation shirt.
Still want my Looking Live t-shirt.
Rosenberg made a gift of me dancing this